Hello everyone, this is Amber with Staying Crafty, and today I'd like to show you how to make this cute little shaker card. The beads inside just freely move around. Quite cute, and just opens up just a regular card. So let's get started. I have already prepared the main part of the card. This snow globe here I cut using my Cricut, the Doodle Charms cartridge. If you don't have a Cricut or another die cutting machine, you could use a circle cutter, you could stamp an image and cut it out, even maybe use some clip art off your computer to make a stencil, or even freehand draw what you're going to cut out. Since I did use my Cricut, like I said, I used the Doodle Charms cartridge to cut out the snow globe, and it is 3 inches tall. And that is also where I got the base of the snow globe shape from. This Let It Snow was cut with my Cricut using the Winter Woodland cartridge, and the snowflakes were from this Martha Stewart snowflake punch, which is called Arctic Snowflake. The patterned paper here is from K & Company, and it is from this stack here, which I picked up at Michael's. The white parts are glitter paper, very pretty glitter paper actually, by Die Cuts with a View. And this you can also buy in individual sheets, but I got 24 sheets for $15, and usually if you buy them individually they're $8 a sheet. So I thought this was a really good deal. Came with a bunch of different colors, but I by far use the white the most. So that's how we got the front of our card, and right now this is just a hole, and I'm going to show you how we turn it into a shaker card. So you're going to flip it over so you have the back side up, and we are going to be attaching our acetate to provide the window that holds the beads in. Also gives it a really nice shiny look, almost like glass, over the front of the globe. I am just going to be using zip dry adhesive today, which I use for almost everything. I did attach all the small elements to the front of this piece using Zig 2-way glue pins, which I find to be great for small work like that. But for attaching this acetate here, I need something that's going to be pretty strong hold, and I think the zip dry will be really good for that. And instead of buying acetate at the store, I just cut up a CD case that I had lying around until I can get to the store and get some acetate. So kind of a frugal solution there. Sometimes I think just using things we have on hand can end up working out just as well and save us some money or some time. So you just attach that like so, and then when you look through the front, it's nice and shiny and glossy, and this will hold the beads in so that they don't go floating around everywhere. So that step's pretty easy once you have your acetate cut down the way you want it. Now I need to create depth to the card so that the beads have somewhere to shake inside of. So I'm going to be using this Scotch foam tape. Basically what I'm going to be doing is making a box with it, a square shape, around my globe. And I'm not going to try to go in real close and round it off because I'm a lot more likely to get gaps and have problems that way. So like I said, this is just going to be a square shape, but that's the reason for that. You want these pieces to fit together really nice and snug so that your beads are not flying out of your card. So that of course will ruin it in the long run. If you have a bunch of beads escaping, it will stop being a shaker card. So I'm just going all the way around here. Pretty simple. You just need to take your time a little bit and line things up. This piece is a little hard because the globe is way closer to this side of the paper. I meant to get it in the middle, but I was unsuccessful at that, so I have to be more careful on this side. There's a little bitty gap there, so I'm going to go ahead and try to patch just a touch in front. Let's see here if I can squeeze this. And yep, it takes a little doing, but I'd rather take this little extra bit of time, and then as long as the layer above it is nice and smooth, this should not be a problem. So what I'm going to do now, off camera, is just add 2 more layers to this. It's going to be a total of 3 layers thick, and I'm also going to add a strip up here to the top of the card so that the whole card front will sit flat. There won't be any beads up near here, but if I just do this part of the card will sort of bow in. So I'm going to just peel all this green part off before putting my next layer on, and then do the same thing before putting my last layer on. So I'm going to do that, and I will be right back. Okay, I have gone ahead and made my 3 layers thick of my square, and also 3 layers thick up here at the top so that the card will sit evenly. I have left the last layer of the green protective coating on so that it's not sticky and I won't get any beads stuck in it or mess it up and make it less sticky before I get the card put together. I did take off all the green protective coating for the layers in between to get everything to stick really well. So I just have this little container of beads that I've already pre-selected for my project, and I don't know the brands of any of these. These are just all beads I had sitting around that I thought matched the colors of the patterned paper that I'm using today really well. So see all these beads that are escaping? It's a really good reason not to have your tape exposed until you're ready to assemble it, because then these would all be getting stuck in the tape. So now you just want to be very careful and gentle as you lift the tape protective cover off, because you don't want to send your beads flying everywhere. So you just want to be real slow and gentle once you have your beads resting in here. And in just a second, when we get the back put on, then you'll be able to handle this a little bit more roughly with no trouble. Now this is just a piece of paper. This is actually Stampin' Up's Whisper White cardstock that I have stamped this image all over. And it's just a little snowflake clear stamp. It's from this set here called Christmas Glamour. And this is a set that I purchased very recently at Michael's, and I just love this snowflake. And I stamped it with this Inkadinkado silver metallic ink. Now, I didn't actually have to stamp the whole piece of cardstock because only a little bit of it's going to show through, but I did anyway, and I kind of like that because then I get the choice of which spot I think looks better. I think I'm going to have this area here be the part that shows. So now I just need to very carefully line up my base. And then just smooth it down like so. And now the shaker part of my card is assembled. So now I can test it out, shake it, make sure everything's good. And all I have left to do is just adhere this whole front piece of my card to just my regular card. And this is actually just a pre-made card I bought this way. I didn't even cut and score this myself, so that makes this part really quick and easy. And I'm just using my Scotch tape runner. You can use anything that you would like. You could use a strong liquid adhesive, various kinds of tape, whatever you think is going to work for you in this case. And I'm going to be really liberal with this just because I want to make sure this has lots of places to stick to, because unfortunately it's just a little bit warped. This paper doesn't look totally flat like it used to. It'll still be fine, but I just want to make sure there's plenty of places to get a nice solid hold for my card. So I'm just pressing this down, and I'm all done. And it just opens just like a regular card, and you've got all that white space to stamp or write sentiments or whatever you would like on the inside. So I hope you enjoyed. This is really fun and easy to do, and I think once you make one, you're going to want to make more. And like I said, it's also very, very possible without a Cricut or other die cutting machines. So enjoy. Have a wonderful day. Thanks for watching.